Hey everybody, so we are reading from the Eastern Hemisphere and I'm going to be reading pages 20 and 21, Meet the People of China. And you guys have these papers in front of you so you can look at them while we're reading, and I think that would be great if you can open it up because there is a really good map on there that I'd like you to have open. So no country in the world has more people than China. With 1.3 billion citizens, China is home to out of every 5 people on Earth. A population this size creates an enormous workforce, but it also drains the country's resources. 1 billion people require a lot of food, housing, education, and jobs. In order to control population growth, the Chinese government decreed that men can't marry until age 22 and women can't marry until age 20. Couples are encouraged to wait even longer for marriage and then may have no more than 2 children. And yet used to be 1, right? And they have changed it to 2. In large city, China often enforces a one-child policy, and that has been adjusted because they're having so much problems with young people. They're running out of young people, right, to help fund the old people and take care of the old people. So they have changed that, but many people are still only having one because of how expensive it is, meaning a family can only have a single offspring. This has helped slow the population growth, but it also resulted in more males than females in the population, as many families only gave birth when sons are expected and put unwanted daughters up for adoption in hopes of having a son. And that isn't completely true. They also had abortions, okay? So it wasn't just putting them up for adoption. In China, a son carries on the family name and inherits property. Most of China's population, 94%, lives on just 1/3 of the land in the eastern part of the country. Here, they are crowded into large cities or spread out through rural towns and villages. So you can see this, right? If you look at the map, and that's why I wanted you to look at it, look where all the people live. They mostly all live where the red is, the red and orange. And as it gets darker, it gets more and more people. And that's how many people there are per kilometer, okay? The largest cities are Shanghai and Beijing. So see if you can find those 2 cities on your map. About 100 other Chinese cities have populations of 1 million or more. The number of people migrating out of China is about equal to the number immigrating in from other countries. Along a northern border with Korea, many northern Koreans have moved into China to farm. The Chinese speak a variety of languages and dialects, with Standard Chinese, which is also called Mandarin, spoken in Beijing, being the official language for most of the country. While dialects differ in their pronunciation of words, the writing is the same. A few cities or regions have a different official language. For example, the official language of Tibet is Tibetan, and Yu is the official language of the Guangdong province. The Chinese government officially recognizes 56 different ethnic groups, though 92% of the population is Han Chinese. Most ethnic minorities live scattered throughout the western part of the country, where they live a nomadic lifestyle, traveling from place to place, grazing sheep or goats. Living in relative isolation, they have maintained their own traditional languages and cultures. These minority groups include the Mongols in the north, the Kazakhs in the northwest, and the Tibetans in the southwest. Because China stretches over 3,107 miles from west to east, it crosses through 5 time zones, where the United States, we only cross through 4, and I'd have to see how many miles we are from west to east. I wonder what that is. I will try to write that down for you in the post for this one. However, in 1949, China switched from using 5 time zones to 1 standard time zone known as Beijing time, or China Standard Time. This means that at 8:00 p.m., people in eastern China should be expecting a beautiful sunset, while those in western China are simultaneously enjoying warm afternoon sunshine. Wow, isn't that interesting? So your times, they keep one time, which then, wow, that's really, really interesting.